Hello guys, how are you doing? I hope you guys are doing well. Hey, so I wanted to share with you a really important tip that I just found out a few days ago, and I thought that this is really going to help you guys and it's going to improve your photography significantly. If you're like me and you're a parent and you love to take photos of your family, your kids, your husband, your wife, and every time you take these photos you realize that it's kind of dark in here. So you want to actually use your built-in flash unit of your camera, or maybe you even want to go fancy and you attach an external flash unit, just like those professionals, and then you end up with still crappy photos because there's too much light. Oftentimes the reflection on the face, if you can see, even though I'm using soft light in here in the studio here, you can still see the reflections around my cheeks, and this is soft light. But when you're using harsh light from like a flash unit, oftentimes the reflection is so much that the highlights just around the cheeks, especially in the chin area, can be so blown out that it just makes your image just look unusable. And the highlights can actually ruin your picture to the point that if you're trying to do any edits on your computer, it just makes it really difficult to do. And sometimes even the highlights can actually mask the color of the skin. In the last few days I've been researching professionals and some of the tools that they use to improve their photography, especially when it comes to filters. Filters are stuff that we mere mortals don't often think about. And for today's episode I want to focus on polarizing filters for portrait photography. Polarizing filters are usually used by landscape photographers, and the reason why they use it is because it helps to reduce the glare from like water bodies or from like vegetation, for example. Once you remove that glare, it allows the colors of the vegetation to really pop out. Even photographing like a vehicle, it can remove some of that glare from the vehicle and just make it stand out. Glass, especially. Glass is notorious. Reflections on glass can actually ruin your photos, and I have had a few photos ruined that way actually. And if only I had known about this in the past. So I started thinking, okay, if polarizing filters can reduce the glare from inanimate objects in landscape photography, maybe I could use it for portrait photography. And guess what? I decided to put that to a test, and it actually turned out to be true. Yes, you could actually markedly improve your portrait photography by using polarizing filters, and I'm going to explain. I'll quickly go through the science part of it, and I hope my science doesn't fail me now. So polarizing of light basically happens with reflected light. For a key source like the sun, you don't have the light coming directly from the sun polarized. However, when the sun's radiation falls on an object and it is reflected, when it reflects back as polarized. Polarizing just basically means that the wave starts moving in two different planes. Imagine the wave form is moving in this direction. The wave meaning the light waves. The wave is vibrating this direction like that. So it's not just vibrating horizontally, but it's also vibrating in a perpendicular direction as well. So at the same time, it's hard to do it. The brain won't allow me to do it, but it's going this way and this way as well, as it's being propagated in this direction, right? Now, that is actually quite interesting. And this is how polarizing filters work to reduce the glare. The polarizing filters, think of them as little slits like that only allow one of the waveforms, one of the vibrations to get through. You're basically eliminating one of them and you're making the image come out clean, okay? The light that comes out will just be the one in one plane, right? The vibration in one plane versus the mixed stuff that you see. So what you get is a clean image that appears to you without glare. So that's how polarizing filters work. And technically, if it can work on leaves and on water, it can work on a human skin as well. And that's what I put to the test. So I took out my trusty digital camera, my Nikon D3100, and I put on my polarizing filter from Vivitar, as you can see right there. Okay, and I put it on my camera. I went to the mall with my kids today, and I took quite a few photos, and I just want to show you guys the difference between the images without the polarizing filter and images with the polarizing filter. And I want you to be the judge, and you're going to notice that the polarizing filter significantly reduces the glare, and it really helps to eliminate the issues that I had with a lot of my photos. And I honestly thought that it was just too much light, but using the polarizing filter seemed to solve this major problem that I had. Without much talking, here are the photos. Hey, so now that you've seen those photos, I hope you could see the difference. It really made a significant difference in making my images stand out better, and even making some of the colors even pop out even better, right? And that's exactly what I wanted to demonstrate to you guys. So just know that these filters should not just be the reserve of professional photographers. You can today buy filters for your DSLR on Amazon. You don't have to wait. You don't have to be a professional to buy it for yourself and to take better photos. Just go ahead. Actually, if you want to know what type of filter or what type of size to buy for your camera, because each lens has a different diameter. The diameter for the lens will determine the size of the filter that you need to get. So what you need to take note of, on your lens there will be some inscriptions on it, and just if you pay attention here, there's a circle with a hatch on it, and that says 52 right there, and that is the size of the diameter of this lens, and that's a type of filter, the size of a filter that I'm going to get for this, or that you should get once you see that on your lens. So for example, on this filter, the size for this filter, it says it right there as well, 52 millimeters right there. You see that? And so go ahead, take a look at your DSLR or your SLR, and take note of the size. Order yourself a polarizing filter and have fun improving your portrait photos today. I hope you found this video to be useful. If you did, can you please click on the like button? And if you have not already subscribed to this channel, hey, my target this year is actually to hit 2,000 subscribers. Just 2,000 subscribers. So if you can please subscribe to this channel, that would be wonderful. That would be very much appreciated. And if you would like to help me with the work that I do on this channel, please do feel free. Click on my Patreon link, is in the description of this video, and you could be a sponsor for this channel for as little as $1 a month. That will go a long way to cover some of the costs of producing content for this channel. And I hope that you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day, and as always, stay safe.